This is Whispering Whim. Gonna go ahead and do another Munch Pak unboxing. You may notice a big difference in the video. I got a new camera, and while I'm really excited that it won't be so grainy, I can make videos that are maybe on par with maybe on par with some things that you can view on YouTube. I am finding that a lot of the bad parts about my laptop camera were good parts. Like it washed everything out, so low light didn't affect me too bad. Whereas this, I'm utilizing every light I can. The natural sunlight, I've got the lamps on to the side, and it's not that strong. I need to get lamps or lighting specifically for the videos, and it's funny how you get into a hobby like this and it's just one thing after another. But anyways, we are here for the Munch Pak. Can deal with all that other stuff later. So they gave me a little sticker. They've been doing that lately. I don't quite know who throws Munch Pak stickers on their stuff, but... And today my thing was filled by Danny. So we'll see if Danny is a good filler here. And first up, we have soft croissant, peanut butter, cream, and jelly. Hopefully with that new camera you can actually see what I'm putting up there. And you know my favorite part is to see where things are from. This is a product of Bulgaria. So we'll see what a Bulgarian breakfast croissant junk food version tastes like. Okay, so it got a little smushed in transit. Not the most appetizing looking croissant, but it's got some fluff to it, so that's good. So my first bite was all bread. There was no peanut butter jelly flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and tear this down the middle to give it a better tasting here. And it looks like the peanut butter and jelly part is pretty minor. I don't know how I feel about that texture. The filling is all right, but I feel like, because I work in a bakery, as you might have picked up, I get a little spoiled by eating fresh croissants, so having something that's able to survive in packaging kind of, I don't know, it definitely takes away from the normal croissant-y goodness of a croissant. So, I could see how people like it though. Like if I wasn't so used to eating them like fresh out of the oven, this would actually be a pretty decent quality, I think. You know, especially considering that it came, prepackaged. You go to the grocery store and buy the croissants in the clamshell, and those only last like 3 or 4 days, so kudos to them. I wouldn't buy it on my own, but... And this is from Taiwan. So let's see what Taiwan blueberry panda tastes like. This might be a really loud pop. I'm going to try to make it quiet. Didn't make the hole quite big enough, but that was definitely quiet. So those are gigantic. Like that's slightly more than I would consider bite-sized, although I could fit it all at once. Can't tell if I like that or not. It reminds me of cereal. And I feel like a lot of like puff snacks do that when I get the international treats. I think that's because here in the States, pretty much the only time we take a grain and puff it up is really for cereal format. Or maybe like the crisps inside some chocolates, but I don't know. I don't think I hate it, but I don't think I love it either. Box has a lot of smaller things in it today. Next up is umaibo. I think I pronounced that umaibo. A cheese-flavored baked corn snack. And it kind of has a fun sort of foil on it. So, yeah, let's find out where it's from. Created by Mizuki. But it doesn't say the country. Oh, and there we are. It's a product of Japan, which I had a feeling, but I'm starting to find out I'm wrong pretty often on these, on my guesses. My corn-flavored snack does not want to leave its packaging there. That is one solid-looking cheese log. But we'll try it out. So, it's basically a really large Cheeto. Like the puff Cheeto, not the crunchy one. The initial cheese flavor is a little different. And I can't tell quite how. But after you start to chew it, exactly like a Cheeto. I think I'll save that for later there. Kind of looks phallic to me, so. Let's go ahead and we'll go with this. Looks like a wafer cookie. Obolita, vanilla flavored. And where are you from? It's telling me a lot of information about the American company that imports it, but oh, there we go. made in Argentina. Or as they say, fabriqué in Argentine. So we have a South American wafer cookie here. It's just vanilla flavored according to the package, but there's definitely something else there. So pardon me while I investigate. So it does say that it's an artificial vanilla. So that must be what I'm tasting. It kind of almost comes off citrusy, which is weird. I love wafer cookies, but this is kind of at the bottom of my list as far as wafer cookies go. But it does seem like we're about to find one on the other end of the spectrum. So we have Manor wafer cookies, and this one's chocolate cream. And it's a product from Vienna, or Austria. So Vienna's on this part, but it says product of Austria here. People are really noisy outside of the apartment today. Usually my problem is with the upstairs neighbor, but it seems like someone must be moving into the apartments. So these are a little smaller but thicker. That's a much better wafer cookie. The texture is better. It's all natural ingredients, so no artificial vanilla that tastes like orange. I like that one. And I've seen the Manor brand around. Like, I know I can get them at World Market, so lots of little things today. I don't know if that means I'm getting value for my price here. Anyways, next up is a lemon wafer. This one, as my boss would probably say, this is technically a cigar. Whenever you take, your chocolate or your dough and you kind of roll it up so that it's hollow, we like to call those cigars. And this is another product from Argentina. It's always interesting to me with how many countries there are in the world. Like, I'll get 2 or 3 from the same country in one box, but then it's a different country the next time. I don't think they do that intentionally. So this thing's been thoroughly destroyed. Did not survive shipping very well. It's all broken. It's all crumbs. But I'll try the crumbs. Why not? I wish that had been like a solid piece of something, because the flavor is good. It's kind of a tart, creamy sort of center because of the lemon flavoring. Yeah, I'm not gonna dig that out here. Abuelita limon. It's funny. I normally wait till I'm hungry to do the Munch Paks. And then I'm sitting here going like, you know. But I was really afraid that the clouds would come in. So I wanted to get this done early. And I'm still noticing the lighting change ever so slightly. So it was all for naught. So this one is Kikolatali Gofret. That's a lot of words. Another wafer. That's what it is. It's another wafer cookie. Goodness gracious. I mean, I love wafer cookies, but it's kind of surprising that I had 3 in one box. This is a product of oh, it has lots of import stamps. And many of them are not in English. So this little candy bar gets around. Turkey. Okay, so this is a Turkish wafer, but not Turkish delight. Poor guy's a little melted somehow. It's usually a sign of chocolate that doesn't have wax in it, so I'm not really complaining. I like this one too. I think I like the Manor one better. You can see how they're very different. And this one's really crisp. Whereas this one, I don't know if it's because it melted or if that's just the style, but it's got less, oh, it sounds crispier, but it doesn't taste crispier. It's not bad, but definitely like the Manor better. Man, I don't have any cooking rants today. Sort of feels like a off kind of a day. I don't know if the rants really appeal to people anyways. I like to think that it makes things a little different from your average unboxing video, but that could just be in my head. So this looks very Japanese, but I'll confirm here if I can. Maybe it's Chinese. I can't tell. But there is absolutely no English. None on this whole package. Kind of feels like licorice, though. I'm gonna find out. Or maybe a taffy, because it looks like what I was filling was the cardboard. So it's probably a fun little thing to play with. It's like gooey. They have it wrapped up. I wonder if this is rice paper. So it's wrapped up in rice paper, which means this is an edible wrapping, which probably also means that the thing inside, whatever it is probably really sticky and like chewy. I have no idea what flavor that is. It's kind of maybe date, like prune flavored. It's not bad. Like, I like it. But I have no idea. I think I'm gonna break my no phone rule and scan the barcode on this one because, yeah, I'm really curious as to what it is. But right before I go get my phone here, just a little side note. The rice paper, like I mentioned, is edible. I used to get a candy called Botaname, and you can get them in most grocers that have a foreign food section. And I love to freak my grandma out by unwrapping and then just eating the paper, so it looked like I was eating like plastic wrap. It's kind of a mean kid. But anyways, I'm gonna be right back to get my phone. Alright, so Munch Pak has its own little scanner type deal. And let's see here. It's been a while since I've used it. Oh, this button, right? Yep. So you just line up the barcode with a little picture thing. So it's definitely from Japan. Take a bite or cut these up into smaller bites. This dango is incredibly sweet and somewhat chocolatey. The plastic inside the packaging is edible. The external wrapping is not. So that doesn't really tell me, because I don't get chocolate. Now I'm going to have to Google what a dango is, because the app sort of failed me. Dango is a Japanese dumpling and sweet made from mochiko, related to mochi. It is often served with green tea. Dango is eaten year-round, but different varieties are traditionally eaten in given seasons. So the main ingredient in there is rice flour. And I see a little, you won't be able to see that, but the Wikipedia picture has the like little balls on a stick that I'm used to seeing in anime. So this is a new thing, and I'm kind of glad that I got to try it out. Can't get over the fact that I can eat the wrapper. And we've got 2 items left. First up is Pit Stop Petisico. And it looks like Calabresa as, I don't know. But there's a little picture of like sausage and onions. So maybe this is like a German sausage flavor. I have no idea. Okay, so this one is made in Brazil. The writing on it is super, super, super tiny. Like, all of the writing is that small. It's kind of unusual. We shall find out what these little crackers taste like finally. So they're all kind of broken, which, you know, happens. Oh, I don't know what kind of flavor that's supposed to be, but I don't like it at all. Let's see here. It's got wheat flour, vegetable shortening, sugar, cornstarch, inverted sugar, salt, artificial flavoring. You know, I'm starting to see a pattern. Anytime there's artificial flavors involved, I don't seem to like it as much. And I try not to be pretentious about that sort of thing. I really try not to, but... Oh, that one's going straight into the garbage can. I don't even think I'm going to bring that to my coworkers, because that's, bleh. That's how that is. So, last but not least, hopefully, we have razzmatazz. Love that name. Red and wild berry flavored candy. So it looks like Airheads. Probably tastes like Airheads. Made in Spain. Nice and easy to read package. I love that. Because I had a lot of difficult to read ones today. So this probably won't taste like anything special, but we shall find out. Same basic idea as an Airhead. The flavor is definitely more berry-like, which makes sense considering that they said it tasted like berries. Whereas that Airheads kind of have sort of that indeterminate fruit flavor. See? And this one has artificial flavors, and I didn't hate it, so I'm not a complete snob. That was a big bite. Well, that is the end of my Munch Pak. Anyone who's seen like a couple different videos of mine, let me know if you like the dark but quiet of the new camera, or if maybe until I get lamps, I should go back to the laptop camera. Just remember that it kind of causes that buzzing on one side of the microphone when I use my laptop to capture video. So, I don't know. Opinions are always great. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful